So Jill was my older sister. We were quite close when we grew up. She was probably the nicer one out of the two of us.
As far as my teachers were aware, I was the child that was daydreaming and not paying attention, and it wasn't something that they could really put their finger on.
I was 15, I was seeing things and I couldn't really understand what it was.
Her hands would clench and her jaw would clench, and after a long time she was diagnosed with epilepsy.
You suddenly realise at the age of 7 you're very different to your friends. I found that quite isolating and quite lonely.
A couple of years later I was learning to drive and I lost control of the car for about 2 minutes. Someone else was luckily there. I stopped driving straight away.
Her heart just couldn't cope with the stress of all those seizures, and she passed away.
I've seen epilepsy research come a long way, but it's not been quick enough, and I think a lot of the reason that's not happened is because it's overlooked and underfunded, and we have to make those long-term investments and really put epilepsy research on the agenda.
It will stop people injuring themselves. I know I've been injured in the past.
There's so many exciting projects that can go ahead, but with the funding, and I don't want anybody else, any other family, to go through what we went through.
There's strength in numbers.
There's strength in numbers.
There's strength in numbers.
If we've come this far in the last 30 years, who knows where we can be in another 30, especially if we really make this a priority for the government and we really get those investments.
I'd like people in the future with epilepsy to have an easier experience with the condition.
It's important to me because research is hope, and without hope you've got nothing really.
I'm Joy.
I'm Faye.
I'm Murray. I'm supporting the 1 in 100 campaign with Epilepsy Research Institute.